Hello, welcome to Managing Drought in the Southern Plains, a webinar series offered by the Southern Climate Impacts Planning Program in association with the National Drought Mitigation Center, National Integrated Drought Information System, and NOAA Regional Climate Services. We begin by looking at the national picture of drought, and we can see an expansion over the last few weeks. In fact, 43% of the U.S. is now in drought compared to about 30% a month ago. And you can see areas in the west, the Ohio River Valley, and the southeast are where drought is particularly severe right now. As we look compared to a year ago, we can see that drought is less severe but more widespread across the country. If you'll notice in the extreme and severe drought categories or exceptional drought categories, the numbers are way down, whereas the abnormally dry and moderate drought categories are almost double what they were last year, meaning twice the amount of the country is in drought right now compared to last year. Here in our region, we see that in the last 2 weeks, drought has come on at a very rapid pace of development in Arkansas and Tennessee, also an increase in southern Texas. And then there's a lot of the white area there that had been removed from drought with the rainfall has been filled in with some abnormally dry conditions. And these conditions extend also out to the west in New Mexico and north into Kansas, with a lot of the area in severe or extreme drought. Over the last year, there's that drought development across Arkansas and the Ohio River Valley, extending westward into the Rocky Mountains. You can see the improvement though over this calendar year across Oklahoma and Texas, although that's being eroded by the current drought conditions. And that wide area of development in the west, you can see is showing up especially at 30 days where there's been almost no precipitation in the west. Also, the Ohio River Valley is another central point of that really dry weather, and a reemergence in South Texas. This dry weather has contributed to an outbreak of fires in the west. We've heard a lot about the fires in Colorado, but they're also widespread across many other states in the region. And it looks like it's going to be ongoing for quite some time this summer. In the next 5 days, you'll see a kind of a ring of rainfall around the central part of the U.S. There's a high pressure upper atmosphere ridge sets up, and it keeps the rainfall generally away, so light amounts generally within the region. The monsoon in southwest part of the U.S. looks like it's kicking up and going to bring some good rainfall in the southwest, also in the north and the east. And then warm temperatures remaining across most of the plains, a little bit cooler in Texas and the southwest in association with monsoon. Beyond that, next week it looks like the ridge might actually be shifting a little bit to the west as the area of warmest temperatures and driest weather is along the west coast. This might allow some tropical moisture to work its way up across Texas and Oklahoma. Unfortunately, it does not look like it'll make it up into the Ohio River Valley, but it does give a chance of rain for some of the areas that have been hit hard in the last 30 days. For the summer as a whole, it looks like it's going to continue hot across most of the U.S. with chances for above normal temperature across most of the states. As far as precipitation, that signal is not really clear except for a little bit better indication of rainfall along the Gulf of Mexico and with the southwest monsoon and dry in the Pacific Northwest. But for most places, not a clear signal one way or the other. So this means that drought conditions are expected to continue or develop in much of the country, with some improvement in the areas associated with those rainfall patterns in the southwest and along the Gulf Coast. The area that is not filled in across Texas and Oklahoma is because there was no drought at the time this forecast was made. It has since filled in, and the next outlook will probably indicate whether they think that drought will continue there. As always, this and other resources are available on a number of our sites, our partners in managing this drought. We invite you to take a look at any of these websites, and these videos are posted on YouTube as well. Our next briefing will be on July 26th, and we invite you to tune in and listen to what the briefing will be. Thank you very much.